Hello. This is our project on the Summer Geoscience Expeditions and Internships program.
I'm A. Collins.
Gloria Lamb.
I'm Jess Everett.
And I'm Chris Lum. All right, to get us started, just a little bit about the program. From the research that we've done, it's a 5-week-long paid geoscience enrichment program where the students receive a $1,275 stipend. It's financially supported by the borough's Welcome Fund. It serves the Robeson County community and its students, and it provides a hands-on college experience to prepare students for college. And the 4 main goals that the program has are to connect with and learn from geoscientists who live and work in North Carolina, to engage with other high school students interested in geoscience or STEM, to investigate the natural world through fun field trips and hands-on activities, and to prepare for a job, career, or college degree in geoscience or STEM.
So the population the program serves is those in Robeson County, which is a very underserved community and uniquely diverse. The population breakdown is 1/3 Lumbee, 1/3 African American, and 1/3 Latinx. And the high school students do not have many opportunities for STEM exposure.
And so how the pandemic affected the program, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the world in terms of like schools closing, how children are now educated and exposure to STEM. So now like adolescents have found themselves in a virtual learning environment. So their experiences have changed, and in terms of what has been more negative in terms of positive. How this has affected the program directly, however, the first year of this program was all online. And so they had to reduce the time from 5 to 3 weeks, obviously because of the pandemic, and parents were worried about their children becoming sick. And so the most recent year was more successful as it was actually in person.
And now going into a little more of the background of our project, I did some research on the importance of college prep in STEM. And I found that the importance of college prep in STEM really starts early on in developing your interest in STEM for students. It's good to prepare students for the rigor of STEM early on, as well as to establish a support system for them when they're going through high school. And the 3 main factors that I found were important in college preparation were core high school GPA, well-informed school counselors and teachers, and targeted internships like this one that are emphasizing a culturally responsive view to college.
And I did research on the importance of mentorship, and I found that mentorship provides students with positive role models in the field they want to study and stimulation for academic growth. Studies found that most participants indicated that they had fairly positive feelings about their relationships with their mentors and found value in the mentoring relationship. Mentees emphasize the desire of wanting their mentors to be present and spend time with them. Mentors also provide knowledge and validation and help students grow and achieve more academically. Mentors, especially future prize-winning mentors, pass on knowledge and skills that are used for their prize-worthy research. And lastly, in minority communities, mentorship is important for identity formation. In a study done with Black student athletes at a predominantly white institution, researchers found that mentors should not neglect the psychosocial experience of the mentee, or else it can lead to lower feelings of self-worth, lower self-esteem, and lower educational attainment.
And so we also highlight the importance of identity development, and so particularly who affects adolescents the most in terms of how they view their identity. And so we know that parents teach cultural values and the importance at home, and also that the peer influence is evident in schools where minority youth are the smallest chunk of the population. And so including parents and peers and how they influence youth, the perspective on whether they were exposed positively to their own identity is very important to their future perspective of themselves.
So with all of that research on what the Summer Geoscience Internship Program is and all of our background research, we came to the conclusion that the Summer Geoscience interns need a way to learn about the admissions process and student life in higher education in STEM because they can be better leaders or mentors for future generations. And so that led us to our intervention, which is a mentorship style program regarding minority experience in STEM. And it would be implemented as part of the geoscience internship program during the students' time at the university. And if they did choose to come to UNC, we would hope to continue that mentorship relationship as they become students here.
And so the structure of our intervention, the first part we want to highlight is mentorship. So depending on the number of college students, 1 or 2 student interns can be paired with a college student where they can be mentored for the duration of the program, so for 5 weeks. And hopefully this communication goes beyond this chunk of time. And we also want to note that mentorship can also bring students out of their shells. And if they are shy, this can aid in development of their own comfort and social interactions. And a student we interviewed actually mentioned this, that she felt very shy in the beginning of her mentorship, but she began to open up with the duration of the program. Fostering mentorship and the mentee relationship with weekly check-ins. So we'll hope that maybe providing questions for the mentors and the mentees can provide more communication and build a relationship. And the geosciences program will be in charge of matching the mentees with the most beneficial mentors for them because they have the most well-rounded understanding of the students' needs.
So to do this, we would partner with 2 specific organizations on the UNC campus. We chose 2 specific groups based on their population, matching what the population of Robeson County looks like, and also because they focus on providing mentorship already, so they have a good idea of what to expect from the process. The first one is Carolina Indian Circle, and they would assist Native American students academically and socially by providing a sense of community here on campus. They also aim to educate the public and campus population by representing Native American culture and heritage. And they also aid in culturally relevant activities here on campus. And recently they have petitioned for UNC to recognize and celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day on campus, and this petition was answered. We also would partner with STEM Minority, because they provide an enriching environment that exposes underrepresented 7th and 8th grade middle school students to various avenues within the STEM field. And their objective is to increase minority involvement in STEM.
All right, and then moving on to a breakdown of kind of like what these activities might look like in this mentorship program. We were thinking of having maybe a panel with maybe admissions about like what it's like to apply to college and how the college admissions process works. And the student that we interviewed found out about the admissions process through this program. So I feel like it might be really helpful. We also are thinking of holding panels on diversity inclusion, as well as a STEM panel discussing exactly how all of these students who are at UNC pursuing a career in STEM, how they chose this career.
Some obstacles we ran into was coordinating with campus organizations, finding an adequate number of mentors, and training student mentors. And some solutions to those obstacles were our early connection to the organizations, contacting as many potential mentors as possible, and providing adequate resources for mentors.
So with the mentorship program being implemented into the STEM internship program, we hope to see a few benefits, including just giving them that space for a mentorship relationship because it has many benefits. It would also foster their identity development as students of color and help prepare them both academically and socially for college life. It also is a great exposure to minorities in the STEM field, and it's an early STEM intervention, both of which are very important for STEM students.
And so our intervention will be a valuable way for students aspiring to pursue a career or education in STEM. It will provide a safe space for students to learn the ins and outs of college life, as well as help expose them to new opportunities in the STEM field. Hopefully, they will be able to further explore and embrace their ethnic identity and become better leaders and mentors for future generations. And we lastly just included some resources for mentors for the future program.
Thank you.